I ain't with all these in a minute. Who the is Julio? I be seeing name in my comments. Julio.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to continue talking about Jaydayoungan. Now, for those of you who don't know or aren't tuned into what's going on, Jaydayoungan is a rapper from Bogalusa, Louisiana. And yesterday, he lost his life in a double shooting, man. Now, in this shooting, his father was rumored to be shot as well, but he was able to take himself to the hospital on his own reconnaissance. But Jaydayoungan was airlifted by helicopter to the hospital where they couldn't, save his life or anything like that, man. So it's a terrible situation. And what's even worse is the rapper was shot outside of his home in his hometown, according to reports out there. Now, the issues behind the shooting are up for debate. A lot of people are debating what led to it and things like that. So we're going to have to wait for some of those details to come out because they're starting to be revealed slowly. One thing's for sure, though, that Jaydayoungan had a lot of enemies in the rap game. One of those being Foolio. Now, Jaydayoungan aligned himself with ATK and also aligned himself with Youngan Ace. So any of Youngan Ace's ops ended up being Jaydayoungan's ops. So he's seen on video dissing Foolio's deceased brother and things of that nature, man. So you can see where the animosity is. Now, Foolio took to social media to throw some jabs at Jaydayoungan after it was announced that he had lost his life. Now, we're going to go over those posts and talk about the interactions between Foolio and Jaydayoungan in the past. But before we do so, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this Jaydayoungan and Foolio situation. And let's talk about Foolio. Now, for those of you who don't know, Foolio is a rapper from Jacksonville, Florida. Now, his back and forth between Youngan Ace's crew, which is allegedly goes by the name ATK, has been well documented in hip-hop history thus far, right? But Jaydayoungan is one of those people who's affiliated with Youngan Ace that you really didn't see as much publicity lately as far as the back and forth between him and Foolio. But there was a time in 2019 where you could see things starting to develop between Jaydayoungan and Foolio as far as their bad relationship. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at a clip from that point where a lot of people were in Jaydayoungan's mentions at the time when he was pretty hot in the rap game. Like before Youngan Ace, before Foolio, and even before some other rappers, Jaydayoungan was he was one of the hottest artists in the game coming up. There was a lot of prospects, Double XL was looking at him, but he ran into some legal issues that, man, deterred his whole rap career, man. And he saw a string of arrests after that, and after that, man, things just went downhill. And now we're talking about him passing away, and rest in peace to Jaydayoungan thus far, right? Now, let's actually look at a clip from 2019 where him and Foolio first started to get into it, or the fans first started to instigate the beef between the two.
I ain't with all these in a minute. Who the is Julio? I be seeing name in my comments. Julio. That's too close to Foolio. Oh, man. Them be commercial.
Now, as you heard in that short video clip, he was on Instagram, and when I say he, I mean Jaydayoungan, and he was talking about the fact that people were always mentioning Foolio in his mentions, like in his comments or whatnot, right? And he was trying to figure out who that was. Now, after that, things took a turn for the worse when he figured out who Foolio was, who he was aligned with, and who his ops were. Now, at the time, it was Youngan Ace and them, and to this day, things have cooled off. But it's been so much between those two camps that, with the big songs and everything, you'll never know where things will go in the future, But Foolio obviously still had a grudge, and he might have had good reason. There's been times that Jaydayoungan in the past went to social media and was dissing his dead brother Bibby. Now, Foolio has gone on record to say that, he takes those disses personally. Anytime somebody disses Bibby, he usually retaliates or whatnot. And there's videos of Jaydayoungan putting out his ash on a Bibby jersey, kind of inserting himself into that beef, man. Now, what's crazy is Foolio has been quiet for a while. He's kind of elevated in the rap game. He does a lot of big interviews. People like his perspective on the Jacksonville and the Florida rap game. But he could not miss the opportunity to jab back at Jaydayoungan the same way that he was dissing Bibby. But he took to social media to do it. So let's look at these posts from Foolio. So the first post, Foolio said this. Now, in the post, you can see that Foolio is kind of taking jabs or making fun of the reason or the fact that Jaydayoungan lost his life. You see that it says, RIP at Jaydayoungan, you will be missed, with heart emojis and laughing out loud. Now, we've seen him do similar things back when the dissing was going on between his camp and Young and Ace with the songs. Like when he had When I See You, it was a diss, but it seemed like for somebody who doesn't understand what's going on, it would seem like he was giving him props. And like in this post, you would think he was just saying his final condolences or sending his condolences to Jaydayoungan and his family. But nah, man, this is a lot of fans are taking this as a diss. Maybe Foolio was being genuine, but with the LOL, the laughing out loud at the end, you could tell it's Foolio kind of up to his old tricks. Now let's look at the second post that he made as well. Now, as you could predict, people were not too happy with that first post from Foolio, and it's still up on his page. Maybe he'll take it down later, right? But Foolio felt the need to respond with this post right here, where he clarified how he felt about the situation. And he said this. He said, dude used to diss me just to be cool with the ops. Even got them boys' name tatted. Now look, and laughing emoji, man. So basically letting it be known like, yo, dude used to diss me, and I didn't even have a problem with him. And he was doing so just to be cool with my ops or my enemies for those who don't understand. You know what I mean? And he even got them tatted on him. Now look at him right now. You know what I mean? So just poking fun again at the fact that Jaydayoungan lost his life. You know what I mean? Now, I don't mean any disrespect by reading any of this because, it's a little, so I like to say rest in peace to Jaydayoungan, and condolences to his family. But it looks like Foolio is not feeling, so sympathetic based on the interactions that they had in the past. I mean, once something is up, it's up, as they say, right? And it seemed like Foolio is not letting off the gas. And he'll probably be dissing later too, man. Now, Foolio and Young and Ace's beef, as far as social media has gone on, seemed to cool off. People haven't been noticing it. And the beef between him and Jaydayoungan, it didn't seem like it was relevant at all either in hip-hop. But with the passing of Jaydayoungan and with a lot of people sharing, their condolences and whatnot, Foolio seemed to not be able to pass up on an opportunity to get that final jab in. Now with that, what do you guys think? Do you think this is going too far? Are y'all tired of the dissing, the dead culture and all that? Or do you think that since Jaydayoungan was openly dissing his dead brother, Foolio has just got the right to, for any type of payback or anything like that or to diss him back? Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.